Hello, everybody. I have a little reading here I want to read to you. According to the Gnostic text, the great goddess Pistis is the cosmos in the abyss, the first aeon from God as a womb in which continuously grows the island universes of galaxies, stars, planets, creatures, and brains from her waters or energy. She is referred to in a spiritual, personal sense in the Nag Hammadi scrolls, since there are internal psychological, and external physical aspects to total physical reality, as well as an opposite singular spiritual reality above the duality of the physical, all of which are incorporated and compounded into texts. Sophia is also the light as wisdom. We are pistis, who becomes Sophia, separate from God, seeking and finding gnosis of the true self. The process of creation then transforms pistis, faith, into Sophia, wisdom, the cosmos into light as the production of the divine child. Yaldabaoth, the son of pistis Sophia, it takes faith from knowledge to produce a good crop. The light as a seed is sown into the abyss by God, effectively because it was our union with God that produced the divine child and our wisdom. We need faith when planting or sowing seeds that they will grow into what they are intended to make. If we take a boat from one shore to another, we have faith that the boat will get us there. It is not blind faith that would see a person jumping off a cliff to prove they can fly, only to find they didn't understand the physics of gravity as they crash into the ground. Blind faith gets us nowhere. True faith is based in knowledge or of process over time. The result of this faith, pistis, is wisdom. In Revelations 1:12, we find further confirmation of the seven kingdoms in association with the light as creator and galactic product. I turned around to see the voice that was speaking to me, and then I saw seven golden lampstands, and among the lampstands was someone like the Son of Man, dressed in a robe reaching down to his feet, and with a golden sash around his chest. The hair on his head was as white as wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were like blazing fire. His feet were like bronze, glowing in a furnace, and his voice was like the sound of rushing waters. In his right hand he held 7 stars, and coming out of his mouth was a sharp double-edged sword. His face was like the sun, shining in all its brilliance. When I saw him, I fell at his feet, as though dead. Then I placed his right hand on me and said, "Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last. I am the living one. I was dead, and now look, I am alive, forever and ever. And I hold the keys of death and of Hades. Write, therefore, what you have seen, what is now, and what will take place later. The mystery of the 7 stars that you saw in my right hand and of the 7 golden lampstands is this. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches." In this opening portion from the book of Revelations, we hear about the Son of Man, the first and last, whose hair is white as snow, just like Mary had a little lamb, right? These are issues concerning the demiurge, as the constellation Orion with the 7 stars at his right hand, the 7 sisters of the Pleiades cluster. The 7 angels and churches are the 7 great issues concerning the creation cycle, held in the hand of a giant god who has completed the creation and is the embodiment of Brahman. The churches are the 7 lampstands or natural kingdoms represented by the menorah, from the dimensionless monad through polarization duality to the human level and singular recreation. The lamp is the middle. In the middle lights the menorah, since it is the light of illumination that completes all the kingdoms. The 7 angels are the chakras, then, that represent the microcosm of the macrocosmic cycle. Orion and the Pleiades are stellar references to illumination, the cloud, and creation, respectively. Revelations also points to the pineal light as the Son of Man and the root of David. Notice the name David starts and ends with the 4th letter, the D, Dalet, with the consonant V, Vav. which means spin or spine, to reconnect, hence DVD, as the consonants of David, may be taken as the 3 columns of the completed tree of life. I am the root of the offspring, son of David, the bright and morning star. The simple phrase confirms the revelatory identification of the Son of God. As the root and product of the tree of life, David, the Alpha and the Omega, the pineal light is creator and final product, known as Lucifer, the bright and morning star. This makes perfect sense when we consider that Bethlehem, the house of bread, is David's city. In Colossians 1:16 it says of the Son of God, the Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation, creator, for by him all things were created that are in heaven and are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him. And these pictures I'm showing you are pictures of Orion. And in my humble opinion, I think Orion is the key, the crux, and to our reality. I think that is where the DOES is, and I do believe that we go through the trapezium open star cluster if we do not make the union with God in this lifetime. And you notice how the cross has Jesus crucified on it. Well, the cross is the light, right? Are we not crucified on the light? Do we not sacrifice ourselves to the light because we live and die by the light? Right? Tell me what you guys think.